This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Ladies and gentlemen, bon temps brulee. We are ready to let the good times roll in New Orleans tonight, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. They'll return it from inside the 5. Well, he's got some space here. Puts it around at the 35 after a nice return. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Wrap down the middle. It's Lyon. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
We bring him down to the 25 and moving closer and closer to the red zone.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments, because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
That's caught. It's Lyon. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. On the move now. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They strike first in this national title bout. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. The pocket breaking down.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Thrown quickly, caught in the right foot. breaks clear in open space. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. Forced out of balance, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Grab behind the line. It's Fleming. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. We go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Now the important point after attempt.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Parr. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
High completion makes it second and medium. They keep him off balance with a run. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Trying to convert with a sneak. He is stopped cold on 3rd and inches. Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. He'll be taken down, but he does have... First down yardage.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I even almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
And the punting team is on the field. Do they know that it's first down? And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's running out of time here. The sure hands. It's Porter. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the defense able to hold him there with a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just is
breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Lyle. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Oh, and the big fella couldn't quite hold on to that one. Going to set up a third down play.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. To the air. It's St. Clair. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Grab down the middle. It's Porter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. And the The kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. He's tackled just short of the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And stop right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after one. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Running out of time in the pocket.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Powers through. They make the tackle. Buck, nice game. Sends him up first down at the 14.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. QB keeper all the way. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Park behind the line. It's Graham. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's how you finish a play. Quarterback gets tattooed there, but delivers a touchdown. Shows great toughness.
Chris, you know how I feel about quarterbacks who are willing to take a shot and come up with a great result like this. Kept his focus and his vision downfield. Meanwhile, he gets hit and laid out, but delivers a strike for the score.
Bringing it out. It's Carr. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Miami. They'll stroll into the end zone. We talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Cut over the middle. It's Porter. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense picks it up, still moving.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. And give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Boom. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a quarterback trying to throw a football. On this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking deep downfield with the left. He's picked for a third time tonight.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Breaks into open space. He's starting, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds his man. It's Porter. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. First down.
Boy, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Snags the quick throw. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Scooped up on the defense. Across midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. To throw, it's St. Clair. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. Physical one. Earns the first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Handoff from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for some space. It's Johnson. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. As a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. See what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. State offense comes back onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Catch made on the out route. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
On the run, it's Peoples. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered would this defense come up with some answers at halftime. Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. But this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they starved him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Third down, out of the shotgun. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And it's blocked. The kick was low.
This is what a lot of field work can do for you for a special teams coach. I think they saw what they wanted from the right side there. They deliberately attacked that side. They come up with the blocked field goal, and now they've got all the momentum.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. That pass is batted away, incomplete.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback drops back. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's broken out there. Great play on 4th down. Stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
He hands it off from the gun. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's another touchdown, a dream performance for this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
And the kickoff will be a return. The returner is brought down. Gets it started for the next drive. Comes the Miami offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Line now, it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a point.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Pressure is coming. It's a sack. They'll got it back at the 4-yard line.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Find the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And he's out of bounds here on the return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Tight end goes in motion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
You know, this guy's one of the more talented quarterbacks in the country. A little bit rare to see him throw a ball where his mechanics are off that poorly.
He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. comes out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Play action here on first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And off the deflection, it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Screen to the wide receiver. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Design quarterback run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. So 3 quarters complete in this battle to crown a national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the game summary so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Bringing pressure. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter, a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
That run moves the ball to the 16.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The Buckeyes churn out another first down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Trying to find room. It's Peoples. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Here comes a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Leaning on the run game here late. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
The Buckeyes will have to kick it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. But it comes down to this. They need to create some 4th quarter magic here or this national championship will slip away. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Buckeyes are in the red zone. One man in the backfield, he'll get the football.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. That's it.